Good evening. My name is Ahn'aste Summers, and this podcast is designed to discuss mental health for students with disabilities slash social emotional learning. This my target audience is for families with students with exceptionalities. So this podcast was created to bring attention to the mental health of students with disabilities. The focus on social emotional learning and the mental health of students with disabilities are really important because it can affect them academically, behaviorally, socially, and emotionally. Many students experience challenges daily in different areas, but even more students who have a disability, they can face more issues that can affect them not only socially but also academically as well. If families continue to support students at home while the teachers support students at school, students will become more self aware and their confidence will hopefully increase. The goal is for students to become successful in a social setting as well as professionally. That means that they need to be able to regulate their emotions through different strategies, different techniques, and things like that. This issue is very important because it can help improve students' academic ability and social interactions. Academics is very important, but if a student's mental health is unsatisfactory, then they won't be able to focus and they won't be able to make any academic achievements. A few ways that these students need support is revolving around impulse control, conflict resolution, and frustration tolerance. Scholars with disabilities tend to need extra support when it comes to emotional learning, social emotional learning. I have a little brother. He's 13. He is on the spectrum, and we constantly have to focus on helping him regulate his emotions and for him to resolve situations on his own. So, like for example, my little brother sometimes he gets angry and he's not able to let things go. So we have to give him different techniques to calm himself to help regulate his emotions. Social emotional learning can positively affect students as well as their families. Positive outcomes of schools regularly engaging partners as parents as partners in their children's education include improved academic performance, improved mental health, increased student engagement, and reduced school dropout rates. These things are all very important. The most important goal is for students to be able to balance not only academics but their overall well being. Students will be able to improve their emotions. Some programs that are adapted in schools, they can really help students understand and manage their emotions better. A few years ago, when I was an inclusion teacher for grades 2 and 3, I had to implement the second step program. This curriculum, it helped my students understand their emotions. It helped them regulate their emotions. It gave them different strategies to keep them calm. It put them in scenarios where they had to discuss with each other of ways that they could keep each other calm if they were in those situations. The skills that this program exhibits are really important to overall educational achievement. And in regards to philosophy, the social emotional learning, it relates to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The triangle that was created, it suggests that students must meet basic needs before anything else. Like I've stated before, being socially in tune is an important goal for students. Historically, students with disabilities were not allowed to be in classes with general education. The students' lack of self-regulation and self-control strongly negatively affected their behaviors in their classes. So, through different programs, like I said, and different techniques that they use to keep calm, students are now able to be integrated into classrooms with students with no special needs, like students in general education. Socially, SEL supports students and it teaches them to accept different behaviors, different type of emotions, and build different types of relationships because it's not only focusing just on one specific child or one specific scenario. It gives a lot of different scenarios. It gives a lot of different ideas and different ways to help not only teacher to student but student to student, which I think is very, very helpful because a lot of students, they benefit from contact and interaction with each other. These scenarios, they value diversity and it helps support social justices. If schools implement and adapt to the mental health of students with disabilities, it will offer many benefits. Students in this generation are commonly active with technology, so if they interact socially with their friends, it allows growth. So they are able to connect with each other, they're able to talk with each other when it has to do with how they're feeling, or if they want to post something and they want to get opinions from other people, that's another way that they can do it because of the platform that students have nowadays. It's really, really helpful, and it's another way to keep them socially active and socially engaged with their peers. This goal, this will, in regards, be able to increase their academic abilities, and that is the ultimate goal. But it's very important, like I said, to make sure that we're focusing on their social skills, because even if they have to learn the basics, of course, reading, writing, but even if they learn these things, they have to be able to socially fit into situations of everyday life, like for them being able to go to school, them being able to get a job, them just being able to be like a regular citizen. So social emotional learning is very important, and I feel like if we try different ways, we can definitely help integrate it into the schools more than what it's already been done.